Alright, people, we are here with Grand Summoner's video, and we are going to be looking at Canaria. She is the new Ascended unit for Global Grand Summoners. So we'll just go ahead and look over the stats and whatnot. Let's get into it. So, she doesn't have an alt art, like Kakuri and Summer Fen and whatnot. She has a 6-star physical slot, a 5-star. Our second slot is a is a defense equip. Her third slot is a level 4 physical, or if she got her limit broken, again a support. Her skill is, it doesn't say the names. Okay. Hmm. Oh, whatever. Okay, so it's break 500. No, meh. 12 seconds cooldown. Okay, it's okay. It's average. 1800 damage, not that much damage. Okay. The current element damage, physical, and increases own arts gauge by maximum arts gauge minus current arts gauge up to 150. Oh, in half. So 150 from it. Okay. That's a lot to take in. Okay. Art. Is break 1000. Okay, it's pretty low. 15,000. With current damage or element damage, physical, and changes own element in the order of water, earth, fire, water, etc. Okay, and starts as water. Okay, so she's 3 different elements. Of course, you'd have to spend 100 art in order to get it. But overall, it seems to be alright. Increases own damage for 30 seconds. Increases her own damage by 50%, and arts gauge gens by 3 for. So she gets over time 90 arts if you wait out the whole 30 seconds. This unit's arts gen type is EX1, and will stack with other. Okay, yeah. Her gen type is EX1. True arts is 2000 break. Okay, it's obvious she's not gonna be a breaker. 60,000 current element damage physical. If the element is water, 100% to inflict disease for 25 seconds. If element is earth, 100% chance to inflict poison for 25 seconds. Or for her own element is fire, 100 chance to inflict burn for 25. So that is all meta. Those are all meta status elements. Yeah, disease for Palace and whatnot. Poison for Palace. And fire for. So poison and fire. Poison. So wait. Based on how things should go, you can inflict the enemy potentially with disease, poison, and burn damage. Though that's not gonna be entirely possible or 100% possible for all of them, but you can. No, she changes it. So the only person who could change. Let me go over here and do this. The only person who could ever change elements, well, that I know of, or that's in global right now and that I know of, is El Misio. He is a generic 5-star, or yeah, awoken pool with this a little bit, but this part is where he becomes he swap his arts swaps him going into earth and water mode. He starts us as water, and then he can turn into an earth type. Yeah. And he can do both damage at the same time. So, yeah, and then it's like, his true arts, this is a brief moment. His true arts just makes his, in water mode, he just does a lot more damage and, boosts, support damage. And then if he's in earth, he just does a considerable amount of damage to inflict disease. So that's the only other one that I know of that can change. But she can turn into 3. She can turn into fire too. So that's pretty powerful in itself, especially for future fights. And yeah. And okay, so super arts. 2600 break, 130,000. 130,000. Current element damage physical. For 30 seconds reduce enemy's physical risk by 100%. Yeah. So I can see her being pretty good in those EX battles from Grand Crusade. Just spamming super arts. 100%. And it's stackable. After a couple of those, it's gonna be pretty easy to knock down the enemy's health bar by budget. So yeah. Passives is impact quake. Increases own damage against enemies with the status element by 100%. When health is above 80%, she can increase her own equipment cooldown speed by 20%. Increases own state. She's just immune. And ignores enemies defense by 50. Oh my gosh. She's immune to everything except, of course, faint. Holy crap. Yeah, the only thing that doesn't apply here is if the boss, of course, lowers her status element resistance to I think by 10% sometimes, and then it just stacks up. Mainly I see this with poison and burning and disease debuffs, of course, to their own bosses and their own little gimmicks. Alright, so her true weapon is Kagiti. It is 500 break, okay. 20 seconds of cooldown, okay. 4,000 water damage physical. For 10 seconds, reduces physical resistance by 30% if she uses human, arts gauge by 10. No. I don't think that's any good at all, as I know couple equips that may just be better. But then again, I can't. Okay, so when equipped by Canaria, increase her attack by 100% and skill CT by 20%. Increase on physical evasion by 5. Okay, so that's a 20%, and she's got how long cooldown? 1. She'll get it almost every 9 to 10 seconds, and that's not with other units, or any other units giving off passives or weapons, or any true equip or any equips in general that reduces skill speed, like Knuckle or Mako's Knuckle, which would make this 9. man. Or 10, 9, 8, or 98. Shoot, man, that's insane. Okay, so mainly people will just use her true weapon, which of course could always be swapped out for true Izanagi, which is everyone should have it. It's the most generic, best physical arts gauge gem type of weapon. Not mainly for damage, just for arts gen, which is good in itself, and its ability to give off 15% equipment cooldown for the unit. So with that taken out, we just got slot 5 or slot 2 and slot 3. Now if we go over here, we'll go ahead and go to advanced, defensive, equips, all ranking from here. So these are all the defensive equips. Now this is all a bunch of stuff from Japan as well, so we're gonna go ahead and try to find something that isn't we'll find something generic enough. Let's see, that isn't an exclusive. Shoot, I wonder if they got some of these mixed up with the exclusives. Okay. Shoot, it is. Miranda's Relieved Youth is summonable only. Shoujo's summonable. Shoot, this is not good. Okay, we'll just go ahead and find some stuff from that I know that you can get easily. That generic enough. Okay, so True Flambardo is a good one. Viper, Divine Armor, True Res. Oh no, True Res. Shoot. Radio, Gargantua. Okay. I think that's all the ones that are generic enough. Okay, so if we go over here, True Flambardo is a generic one that you can get with the ticket and whatnot. Generic damage for a pretty good cooldown speed, 25. She will reduce, if you have her true, well, either way she'll reduce it, so it's gonna be like 22, 23. Besides other units doing their own stuff. Yeah, 20, and then if anyone's under 50%, reduces extra 10, so it's a 30. For generic stuff, then we have Protection Suit Viper, which is a summonable. Wait a minute. That's not what I wanted. Why are you over here? Okay. No, it's just that's all it shows. I think that's the best. Okay. Anyways, so Protection Suit Viper, 500 defense. All right, for 30 seconds, as a cooldown, reduces all allies' damage taken by 20%, and extra for earth damage. So it'll be like 50% if you're getting hit by like I don't know anything green. Like Gilliam, I guess. But the best part about this one is that it reduces, or everyone get for 12 seconds. Everyone has total immunity to paralyzation and poison. Yeah, it's a pretty good one. Another one that is good is Divine Armor Augural. For 30 seconds, reduces everything 1 by 10, and reduces an extra 20 for element or light damage. So that's another 30-ish%, or probably more or less. Same thing with this, but for Earth, and this one for Dark. Wait, no. Oh, that doesn't change anything. Okay. Okay. Let's see. For free-to-play use. Let's see. Global. Why didn't I do that? Show all. Okay. Oh yeah, why don't you look at that? Anyways, let's see here. Anything that you can use for generic. Okay, so let's take a look at this. She is. We're gonna take a look at that one. No, that one's exclusive. I don't think that one's good. We'll check this one out. That out. Oh, that's exclusive. Those are exclusive. I'm gonna check this one out. Anything else that's free to play that we could use, and it is not. We'll check those ones out. Okay, so we got Solunian Stormers, which are from I think the Volti LR side story. Reduces target's earth damage 40. Okay, look, I'm not even trying. Alright, this. Okay, good. Alright, Shinobi Guard Hojo is an equip that you can get from doing. What's his name? Darn it. You know, the old man with Hakuro's. Hakuro's epic or ultra event stage fight thing. He's an ultra look unit, and this he can get this pretty easily. Basically, on through all these, you just get carried by a bunch of pro players, of course, or people who just re-rolled. Sometimes, mostly. So for 40-second, or it's a 40-second cooldown, huge, but it increases all allies' magic resistance by 30% for 10 seconds. Yeah. Though a horrible cooldown, it is still pretty strong against magic bosses, especially if you're gonna try to do nukes. Passives is Hellfire resistance. I never really dealt with Hellfire like that, but if you have trouble with it, you could always throw this on. And yes, I think most, if not all of them, that use Hellfire that don't need specific units, this could help in those fights. King Blade Garuda, I think this is an exclusive. Alright. Blazing Flame. Yeah, Blazing Cloak. Flame Stola. For 45 second cooldown. It's insane. However, it negates 500 damage dealt to the team for 15 seconds and reduces all allies' damage taken by 20%. Though only once, you're probably going to only use it once. And increases your own damage, physical damage, by 10%. This is pretty good since she only does physical damage and she's getting more damage on that. Let's see what else. Coats of Fighting Spirit. Oh, I know that. Shoot. Where is it? Dang, I messed that up. Blazing Cloak. You can only get this in shoot, what was it? Sword Barrack, I think it was. Sword Barrack's side story. So yeah. Okay, Coat of Plates Fighting Spirit. 45-second cooldown, of course, horrible. Negates all allies' damage for a total of 1,000. Okay. And reduces physical damage taken by 15% for 20 seconds. Okay, so hear me out. Okay, so for 45 seconds you'll have it about a 42-43 seconds cooldown because of this. Negates and physical damage 15% for 20 seconds. So for 22-23ish seconds, depending on whether or not you're using other stuff that boost the cooldown, you'll have 15% less damage taken by physical bosses and whatnot. And okay, it's alright. And an extra 1,000, an extra 500 rather than the other Burrick's Cloak. Alright, let's see. Okay. This may not be good to her own kit and whatnot, but if you so happen to have it maxed out and whatnot for some reason, this negates 800 for all allies, and it only happens once. So yeah. However, that's not what you want it for in many cases, I guess. I don't know. You can use this ability, all allies evade burning for 10 seconds altogether. So if you don't like burn and you're trying to nuke and somehow burn's messing with you, just activate this and whatnot. And she does not negate damage. Well, this one does. This is for like nuking units or whatnot, or not nuking, taunt units. Covers everyone. Cover units. What's something related? Sacred Crown Raz. This one can be farmed as well. This one you can get from the Iris event, I think, but you have to build it. So you're gonna be doing a lot of farming for materials to get this maxed out. For 50 seconds cooldown, that's what we're not looking for. This is the part. Why have her only dodge the status elements when you can have the whole teams dodge it? Yeah. Everything except Faint for 10 seconds. And reduces damage by 15%. So, yeah. Oh, and it boosts her stuff. So, she's at 130. Yep. Yeah, it's still pretty good. If you do not have the true one, which is basically way better. And if we look right here, we can see for 50 seconds cooldown, it's 1,000 instead, and reduces it by 20 for 15 seconds. Yeah, it just increased. And then we have this. No, we don't. So we get a boost in this for a loss in the passive, I think, probably. So okay, so this is Relic Taurus. 50-second cooldown, negates 800 for all allies, and increases resistance for paralyze and freeze by 70%. This is like Viper, except the Viper from Timu, and regenerates own health by 10. You know what? Scratch that. That's a bad equip. Um, Pneumath. Pneumath. Increase our allies' healing amount. Okay, unlikely to get knocked back. Okay, yeah, those are the only good ones. Generic stuff, whatever. If not, you would have like something like, I don't know, freaking. Shoot, I don't even know what's generic anymore. I don't know, freaking. I don't know. I guess you would use any of the. Look. All I do is slap on like freaking what's it called? True Flambardo and True Raz. And then the rest is just one of these pieces of crap. I think that's all for the equips. Oh no, we got 4-star support and physical. So go ahead and do physical 4. Okay, so let's see here. For break, you can go for the Malvacalypse, of course. Let's see here. Actually, we could just grab that. Combat. No, right here. This. I don't know, but I don't know. That's an exclusive, I think. Grab that. That. What else? I think that's it. Yes. Okay, so we go over here. Malvacalypse, of course, break stuff, and yeah, that's basically all that is. Sword break cannon, to do extra damage, I guess, and damage to gods for 20% more. And generic support for a little amount of time. Heavy arms and arsenal leaf. It's just for some reason it increases defense. But if you're somehow having her die a lot, I guess this will do. And it increases her skill speed by 10%. So she would already have like what, 9 to 10, I think. Or is it just 10? Around 10 and 11. Anyways, it'd be by 10%, so it should be losing like another one, so it'll be like 9 or 8-ish. Shoot, that's way less than I thought. Well, that's an option. Yeah, anything I say farmable is most likely definitely gonna be in the side stories. Which you could just bring up, like, I don't know, like your second account or your first account that you're using to already carry your dead team until they get maxed out for some reason, then ditch it. Supreme Mantle Alis Blancas. If light, okay, yeah, never mind. Other light does give her a tad bit of defense and does increase her damage by 5% for 8 seconds and 10 more if she's a water, which she is technically. Yeah. Those are all the good ones except the Supreme Mantle. Okay, so we need the support now. Alright, we could go ahead and bring up a few of these that are still good relatively. Shoot. I'm gonna get stuff that you can actually farm better-ish. Alright, that's good. think that's for fire only. That's stuff. Shuttered Heart. Blue Jacket? No. That's a different one I'm thinking of. Screw it. Why not? And I think that's all of them. Yes. Okay, so we're gonna start off with True Conjunction, mainly for like nukes and stuff to boost crit. She doesn't have crit for some reason, so you could use this as outside support for crit. Kaon for break if you're trying to use her as a support for break. For some reason, sure, why not? It does increase all allies RSK by 20 over time, so yeah. Aguni increases all speed, skill speed 2 by 100%. So that's like 12. That's like, I don't know, freaking 1 to 2, 1%. It's like 1. She can get arts faster. That's all you need to know. Using her skill. All right. And of course, generic. More damage if you want for her or someone else. 50%. That's pretty big. Of course, the generic free to play 4-star, which is obviously used by many people, and then also increases her skill speed again. So she's gonna get her skill speed really fast, or faster than it usually would, and increases everyone by 10 arts. Shuttered Heart. If you end up finding yourself not hitting the enemy, you could use this. Also, it increases her skill speed by 70% for 10 seconds. So yeah, and since she's water, she'll be getting more accuracy unless you do change it. I think that's how it works, and makes her damage skill do more damage. Though at that point, it's not really doing anything in general. Of course, another grindy one is Relic Zero Recorder. Of course, adds the skill effect to all allies' attack, freeze effect, and increases everyone by 20 arts. Paralysis stuff, stalements, resistance and evasion by 10. So it'll be like 110 for only that one specifically. Relic deals Volta. Increases all allies' damage by 20% and adds paralyze effect to their attacks. And regenerates own health by 10. Alright, yeah, that's just another generic damage booster, but instead of 4 seconds like that gun, this one actually does more or less from longer. Anyhow, that's all the equips I'd say that are relatively good for her. Ignores enemy's defense, so if there's an enemy, of course, that just ends up giving themselves defense, she'll do it nicely. Average health, I guess. Defense relative, and attack not really high, but of course the main thing you want to do is get off of this and just keep spamming her true or super art until the enemy eventually folds. Again, if she's water, she does disease. If she's earth, does poison. And if she's fire, she inflicts burns. So that is it. And this is Canaria. She's a water human that transforms into every single other type besides light and dark. Yeah. So that's gonna be it, and see you guys in the next one.